Hello, brothers and sisters. I'm like, welcome to my page. My page is about common sense. I try to get it down to the nitty gritty, and I get to the gist and do my research. And people try to compete against me, but it's okay because they think they're scientists and know-it-all crackers. I use a little bit of twist and humor in my videos. Sometimes my daughter shows up. I'm busy, so I know I got a lot of fans out there who basically be like, "Hey, what you doing, man? What you doing?" Okay. I even have some people say, "Hey, I should take Dusty's place." I said, I don't want to take that man's place. He is in his own right mind. He can do whatever he wants, okay? He's the one who used to say logic, okay? You know Dusty, the code of Dusty. I love his videos, okay? But of course, okay, I don't think he's more funnier than me, but it's okay, okay? But of course, I'm gonna go on my own little rant here. I try to give advice in different topics. Where you come from, okay? You get your own videos a little later, okay? And don't make no noise. Okay, now, okay. I gotta watch my daughter. I gotta do some research in this. I gotta make sure things are clean. I gotta train my wife. I gotta go to work. I got a little job now. Congratulations to me. But of course, you can still donate to me down below in the description box, okay? Now, this video is going to be... if you have any suggestions, comments, or even insults, because I love to learn from y'all infidels. A lot of you are infidels, okay? Or if you need help, if you need counseling or something like that, okay, right? Okay. I told you I'm a specialized psychologist in many different fields. My IQ is pretty high, but I prefer to be a DL, okay? Down low, okay? If you watch my other videos, you should know who I am by now. Now, okay, this one is called Turning On Your Sexual Mojo. This video is for the guys. I talk very quickly. If you look at my past videos, sometimes I may slip up a little things, but I usually correct it by saying this message. A disclaimer. I am not responsible for anything I say or do. It's for entertainment purposes, and it's for comedy purposes. Anyone who takes it seriously is an ass, or a fool, or a buffoon, okay? Or an infidel, okay? Now, okay? Light and dark. You gotta respect the dark side, right? Right? What the guy you do that for? But anyway, now you ain't gonna get no video time, okay? Now, okay? Y'all guys must control the sexual urges. This is how I did it. Since I realized back in the days that women are like kind of pretty much pathetic, okay, by like 90%, because you can't have if you're a person of comic books, okay, these are the things on how to turn it off. And reading is fundamental. You remember that? If you don't read, you're a twat, okay? You are boring. You are very boring. You do not deserve to exist, okay, in my book, okay? I don't know who the fuck you are, but if you don't read, at least a comic book, or some kind of video game or something like that, then you suck, okay? You're boring, okay? You don't have any knowledge. You're boring. You can't have a two-way rapport with me, baby. I'll be like listening to you like, is this motherfucker depressed? Majority of the clients I talk to, they're usually depressed, and they have nothing to talk about, okay? But it's okay. The more you read, the more you know, the more you have something to conversate about. That's the first thing, reading, okay? The second thing is, if you don't want to be boredom, you can meditate. Now, this may seem kind of boring. It may seem kind of motherfucking boring. But if you meditate, you can actually contemplate to hear the voice that tells you what to do. Sometimes that voice may seem kind of odd. But sometimes that voice is definitely on the mark. Like, I always listen to the voice inside of my head. I'm considered schizophrenic, but I'm still a specialist psychologist. Not a pseudoscience psychologist. Asperger's psychologist. I could mix the words all I fucking want. You cracker? Don't fuck with me. Don't fuck with me. You may need help too. Alright? Don't try to tell me I can't be agnostic or agnostic at the same time. Don't tell me that shit. I'm telling you the reasons why, and you still don't get it? Okay, now on to the next one, okay? Cooking. Okay, now cooking is a very important subject, but I like to cook. Lamb chops, pork ham, pig's feet. I don't eat chitlins that much. I don't even eat meat that much. I'm a moderation man. Okay, and if you focus on your health, you focus on what to cook, then you'll feel a little better about yourself. Meats are bad for you because they have soul blood. You know what soul blood is? They say that the soul, even if you drain it out, the soul is still inside of the meat. So you're taking in all of the soul of the innocent chicken or innocent cow, or even an innocent dog or innocent cat. You know, if you go to Chinese, wait. But okay, next subject. Masturbation. Oh, this is a big one, yo. See, I had overcome my pride, and I said, I was gonna kill myself to one broad. Yeah, I was like, pussy whipped like a motherfucker. And then I realized something. Masturbation is the key to overall happiness for most intelligent men out there. And I say it proudly and boldly, because without masturbation, my ass would probably commit suicide or hung myself by now. I ain't getting no blue balls, but I surely don't want no kids by accident. You know what I mean? When you masturbate, you lose seed. That's what I said in scientific community. You use the toilet paper too much, you lose your seed, and you lose nutritional value in nutrition. You need the salts and the proteins enough in order for the spermatozoid to grow. But you don't really need to do that in America, because most women in America are pathetic. Okay? So you have to leave the country in order to get the virgin girls. Okay? So masturbation is linked to research and development for going overseas and getting your fucking passport. Look at my other videos. I know I'm tired of explaining it here. Now, okay, the next thing is suicide is a very bad thing. Your sexual mojo is usually because you're attracted to someone. Sometimes I'll go around a female, and then I'll just use my mojo magic charm, okay? But I get attracted to her. Like, she got a nice booty, and I like her lips and shit. But I gotta know how to make her smile. So if you're reading like the first one I say, you become funny, okay? The more blacker you go, the more sharper you become in your crispiest way of humorism, okay? It's more evolved, you know what I'm saying? You know how black people can tend to, most likely, to dance better than white people? You know about that, you know? That's old stuff. That's stereotypical logic here, okay? The more white you go, the more logic. I'm right in the motherfucking middle. Don't do it. Right in the middle. I'm like both. But I can't dance, so I guess I'm more white. But I look black, okay? So I don't know what the fuck I am. I know I got German in my blood. I like numbers and math and science. I'm definitely not an atheist, but atheists will always consider me an atheist. I said, I think y'all got them words mixed up. Okay, words change over time. Okay, I can prove it to you, and you don't want to listen anyway. I don't give a flying monkey's ass. But anyway, suicide is not the way to go. And I play video games. And another thing too, you know, after you masturbate your monkey, you get tired, you want to eat, okay, and then shit, and then go to sleep. But then next step you have to do is play games. That's what I do in my work. These days, all of the game endings and people walkthroughs are on the YouTube, and that's fucking beautiful. So if I'm thinking like about a game, then I'll look on the YouTube and I'll never buy that motherfucker, because I got skills. I can beat any type of game I can please. Okay, even Dark Souls. I have an associate, cracker of mine, you know, who basically, he always tells me, why don't you play Dark Souls? I'm into playing Dark Souls. Why don't you play Dark Souls? I'm like, dude, I can beat Dark Souls. It may take me less than 100 times a you compared to me, you know. I can beat that shit. I know I love difficult games with timing and precision. I love shit like that. I usually win at those games. Very good. Racing games, coordination, Zen mode games. I love them type of games. Even RTSs, but sometimes it takes a little too much time. Okay, so you understand video games, working out. See, I work out from time to time too. I have to play my basketball. I got to do my 22 push-ups. You know for a fact that if you can't go up to 22, you're out of shape. That's my opinion. That's just my opinion, okay? Push-ups, just push-ups. Do the push-ups. Do the crunches. 22 a day? You can't do 22 a day? Are you a fool or something? You want to get old, okay? And you know I'm black because I don't crack, because I'm 42 years old. If I cut this hair off, all my hair grows back after a year. Yeah, people be talking about my bald head, but when it grows back, then they say, oh, I'm cute, okay? You do some reading on some women, okay, y'all guys? Okay, what else is there? That's how you turn off your sexual mojo. I'm telling you all these things you can do. There's a couple other things you can do, too. You can research on what a dildo is. You can research what a strap-on dildo is. You can research what aliens like, if they're sexual. What kind of food they feed off of. You could talk about all sorts of things to women, but women are most likely not interested in the shit that you have to say. Remember that. Women are pathetic. Most of them are pathetic. Okay? And I know this by fact. My wife is different now. Though she's getting on my nerve now. Because she might lose me to a 2-bit crackhead on the street. Okay? She keeps fucking with me. But she didn't hear that. Okay? But anyway, peace and love to you, brothers and sisters. I keep it under 10 minutes. I get to the point. If you don't like my humorism or dark humor, get the fuck off the page, you sensitive ass motherfucker. Peace.